One of the rewarding moments came when a young man named Marcus approached me after one of our sessions. "Your story really inspired me," he said. "It made me realize that I've been holding myself back because I'm afraid of failing." Hearing those words reinforced my belief that our experiences, no matter how difficult, can serve as a source of inspiration for others. By the time I reached the 5th month of my 6-month vision, I felt like a completely different person. The man who had once stood on the edge of a bridge, ready to give up, was now leading projects, inspiring others, and building a future he could be proud of. But perhaps the most significant change was the way I saw myself. I no longer defined myself by my failures or shortcomings. As I updated my vision board one evening, I added a new section labeled Long-Term Dreams. Underneath, I wrote, "Dream big, believe in yourself, and never give up. Start my own business. Write a book about my journey. Create a mentorship program for young adults. Travel the world and share my story." Looking at those dreams, I felt a sense of excitement rather than intimidation. I knew that achieving them would take time, effort, and resilience, but I also knew that I had the tools and mindset to make them a reality. The 6th month of my journey arrived like the final chapter of a book I had poured my heart into writing. Every step I had taken, I had faced, and every lesson I had learned brought me to this moment. Yet, as I stood at the edge of what felt like the culmination of my efforts, I realized something profound. This wasn't an ending. It was the beginning of a new chapter. By this time, I had fully embraced my role at work. The initial nerves and self-doubt that had haunted me were now replaced with a quiet confidence. I had become a key contributor to my team, often sought out for my insights and creative ideas. My manager had even hinted at a potential promotion in the near future, a recognition of the hard work I had put in over the months. But it wasn't just about professional achievements. My personal life had also undergone a remarkable transformation. The whiteboard in my small apartment, once a symbol of desperation, now stood as a testament to resilience and vision. Every goal I had written 6 months ago was either achieved or well on its way to fruition. I had learned that the act of writing down my dreams and breaking them into actionable steps was more powerful than I could have imagined. One of the most significant milestones during this final month was a presentation I gave at a company-wide meeting. The topic was innovation in digital marketing, and my manager had asked me to lead the session. Preparing for the presentation brought back memories of my early days, when I had struggled to find the courage to speak up in meetings. Now, as I stood before a room full of colleagues, I felt a sense of pride in how far I had come. "Innovation isn't about reinventing the wheel," I began, my voice steady and confident. "It's about looking at what already exists and finding ways to make it better, more impactful, and more meaningful." As I spoke, I could see nods of agreement and engagement from the audience. The presentation was a success, and the feedback I received afterward was overwhelmingly positive. My manager's words stayed with me. "Ryan, you have the ability to inspire others. Don't underestimate the power of your story." As the final days of the 6th month approached, I decided to take some time to reflect. I revisited the bridge where my journey had begun. Standing there, I felt a wave of emotions wash over me. The person who had once stood on that edge, consumed by despair and hopelessness, felt like a distant memory. In his place was someone who had discovered the strength to rewrite his narrative. I closed my eyes and let the memories of the past 6 months flood my mind. The early mornings, the rejections, the breakthroughs, the moments of doubt, and the victories. Each one was a thread in the tapestry of my transformation, and while the journey had been far from easy, it was those very struggles that had shaped me into the person I had become. One evening, as I sat in my apartment, I decided to write a letter to my younger self. "Dear Ryan,